Hi everybody, I'm Robert Jones, and this is a new show called Bear Food. We're going to be exploring all kinds of things and tasty treats along the way. Today we have something special for you. The Swedish have meatballs, the Danes have abelskivers, the Japanese have takoyaki, but today we're going to mix it all together and make something brand new that I'm calling Bakoyaki. This is a combination of batter and meat. It's going to be bacon today, and then it's going to be smothered in some chocolate sauce and topped off with some almonds. It's going to be delicious. You can treat this as a breakfast treat or something for a special dessert, but let's try it out. Let's do something different today. Oh, and the chocolate sauce is going to be a Mexican chocolate sauce. All right, you guys, let's get started. All right, you guys, as you can see, we have two giant pieces of bacon here. It's still a little frozen. I thought it would be easier to cut if it was frozen, so you can see I can break it apart like this. But it is still a little frozen, and it's not a problem because we're going to put it in a pan. You could also do this in the oven. Now, this is extra thick cut bacon. You can see it's not sliced. It's just big chunks, probably like this originally. All we're going to do is put this in cubes and put it in a pan. You can also do it in the oven. So let's just cut it up. Okay, you guys, you can see it is a lot of fat, so it's going to be quite a bit of rendering there, but that is what's going to make it unctuous and delicious. There are also other pieces of the bacon which are very meaty. Check it out, nice and meaty. You can see that one's nice and meaty. This one may be a little more fat, but we're going to put this in the pan and start rendering, and then we're going to make our chocolate sauce. Alright, let's get into the pan. Alright, you guys, perhaps you can hear the bacon sizzling in the background. We're going to be making a Mexican chocolate sauce today to go on our Bakoyaki. I'm going to be using a product called Odebírat. It just has a good Mexican chocolate taste. You can use any chocolate you want. There are higher and lower grades of chocolate out there. I happen to have this one on hand, and I thought it would be interesting since this is a made-up recipe anyway. So this comes in a tube like this, and then it comes in discs, and inside the paper are these discs. They're a very rough chocolate. It has really big grains of sugar, so it does take some cooking. But here's what they look like. And I'm just going to chop these up a little bit because when we make our sauce, I think it'll be easier to melt. And you guys can see it's pretty gnarly. If you can see that, those white things, that's sugar. So let's just chop this up. You know what? I think I'm gonna go for a third. I'm feeling spry. Let's go for a third. So that's half of this package. There's 6 discs in here total. Alrighty. Now I have a saucepan here, just a clean saucepan. I'm gonna put the chocolate in here. Get it all. It's Grandma saying, get it all. To this chocolate, I'm going to add some vanilla. This is just Kirkland. I find it's pretty good. And when you're making a sauce like this, you want it pretty good. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm also going to add 1 tablespoon of corn syrup, and this is to keep the sauce smooth and to not have the chocolate crystallize. Now I'm going to add 3/4 cup of cream, so that's a half a cup. Another 1/4 cup, so there's 3/4 cups cream. Alright, you guys, we got our bacon over here on the stove. It is rendering down. We're going to get a lot of that fat out of there. We want the flavor and we want the meat. So it's just over a medium heat. And now we're going to make the chocolate sauce. So check this out. We got the cream over here with the chocolate, and we want to put this on a very low flame because we don't want to burn the chocolate or the cream. So, and we're also going to have to keep constantly stirring this. Okay, you guys, and just when you think it's not done yet, because there's still chunks, turn off your fire and keep stirring. Still a lot of carryover heat, and you can hear that bacon cooking away. You can see our chunks are disappearing. Keep stirring though, the bottom of that pan is still hot. That is a really nice chocolate sauce. Okay, and right at the end here, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter just to give it some richness and to thin it out just a tiny bit. You don't need the heat for that. The hot chocolate will carry it over. Okay, you guys, our butter has melted and our chocolate sauce is done. Take a look at that. Really lovely and smooth. So, you're just going to set this aside and we're going to use this at the end. Alright, you guys, we're back over here in hot bacon town. And I am turning these over, and these are almost like pork rinds. They're so fatty, but that's what we're doing. We're rendering this down. We're making it nice and crispy. And we're getting the fat out. Not because we necessarily want the fat out, but we want the meat. So while this is rendering, I thought I would take some of the fat out. I use this for special occasions, for gravy, or making a roux for a sauce. Pork fat is the good stuff. Don't waste it. So I'm just going to let these render just a little bit more. I like them crispy on the outside, and the meat is done and juicy on the inside, but I don't want them to be super fatty. So these are almost done. Okay guys, check it out. Our meat is done. If you didn't know the magic of a coffee filters are great for absorbing oil after you've cooked something. And they don't stick to the meat, so that's really good. So there's that. Okay guys, to make the batter, it's pretty easy. We are going to start with 2 eggs just in the pot here. Give those a good whisk. And we're going to use the new handy dandy. Put this here. We're going to put in 1 teaspoon of cornstarch and 1 cup of all-purpose flour, and then just sift those together like magic. And 2 cups of water, 1, 2, and then just whisk this really well. And it's going to seem a little thin. It's a little thinner than pancake batter. Not to worry. And the last thing you're going to add is 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and then mix that in well too. Okay, and let the batter sit for about 10 minutes just to let all the flour absorb the water and to get a nicer batter. Alright. In the meantime, let me show you the pan we're going to use. This is a takoyaki pan, kind of like an Abel Skeeper pan, a little bit different. It's got holes and it's wet because I just cleaned it. But we're going to put it on the stove and get it greased up, and we'll show you how to make these. Okay guys, once you get your pan pretty hot, you're going to put some fat in it. In this case, I'm using some of the bacon grease. You can use oil, you can use canola oil. You don't want to use butter because that's going to burn, but you can see this is pretty smoking hot here. And then we're just going to pour our batter in, and don't worry, this is going to take a couple times to master. And if it overflows, don't worry about it, and I will show you why. So we're just going to fill these up. Fill them pretty full, because as you see, this is going to cook and it's going to shrink, as it is an egg batter. Alright, and then we've got our chunks of meat. So we're just going to put a chunk of meat in each one, and it is going to overflow a little bit, and it's perfectly good. Chunk of bacon in each one. And hopefully it doesn't overflow the pan. One more. There we go. Alright, so we're going to let those cook for just a minute. Now, you're going to want to get yourself a needle. I am using a knitting needle. You can use anything that's sharp, but you definitely want to have the sharp tip on it. And then you'll start to see you can turn them. And usually the easiest way to do it, I found, is if you push from the bottom, they'll start to turn. There you go. Just give it a little quarter turn. And don't worry about all these edges because they're all going to get tucked in eventually. So just keep going around until you can find a place where you can turn it like that, a quarter turn. And let's see, there we go, one more. Kind of turn them a quarter turn. And as you get the last one done, just kind of wipe off your needle a little bit. Now you're going to go around and kind of do them again. And this time you should be able to get it about 3/4 turned. And just tuck in all the goodies. I tell you, once you figure this technique out, it's very satisfying. Look at that one, getting nice and brown. Keep tucking the goodies down. The idea is to get them all the way around and get them turned. Keep tucking, keep pushing, keep turning. There we go. The idea here is you want them crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. That's the Japanese technique. Plus you got that delicious bacon in there. Look at that, you guys. So excited. Seriously, it took me about 3 tries to get this right, but once you do, it's very satisfying, and I think the end product looks really good. Ooh, I got a spill over there. Didn't even know. Alright, I think these ones are about done, so let's just pop them out of here. It looks like each recipe will give you 2 batches of these. Again, smoking hot. Okay guys, check out our beautiful Bakoyaki balls. Now I'm going to put some of the lovely chocolate sauce we made over the top. You guys, I'm so excited. So just a little dribble, making it delicious looking. Alright, and just a final presentation thing. I thought I would sprinkle just a little bit of nuts over the top. Ta-da! What do you guys think? Looks pretty good. Pancake balls, bacon inside, almonds, and chocolate sauce. I think it looks pretty good, you guys. Let's give it a taste. Alright, you guys. It is a moment you've been waiting for. Woo! Dun da da da! Bakoyaki, the breakfast dessert. Bakoyaki, what do you think? Bacon inside, pancakes, with almonds and chocolate sauce. That can't be bad, right? Alright, you guys. Check it out. 6 balls. Not too hard to make. Once you get everything set up, super easy. Just takes a little practice to get the balls to be round. Yeah, I'm really excited to try this. Alright, let's just dig in. So, you guys probably want to see what it looks like on the inside, huh? Okay, so check it out. It is falling off the thing here. Pancake ball with pork inside. I'm going to take the bite with the pork because that is what I'm looking forward to here. Alright. I don't know about you, but I love pancakes. And this is a very eggy pancake, almost like a crepe consistency. Very fluffy on the inside. The chocolate sauce is nice. It's not too sweet. And as you know, there's no sugar in the pancake, so all the sweetness is coming from the chocolate. And then you got that porkness. And the almonds really add a nice flavor. Alright, you guys. I hope you guys try this one. Bakoyaki. Alright, you guys, what'd you think? It took a little while to get here. Not too bad. 3 major prep steps and some fabulous food at the end. Who doesn't like pancakes with bacon and chocolate sauce? Okay. I hope you enjoyed learning how to make this today. Something special, something different, a little East meets West, some Bakoyaki. I hope you guys give this a try. Let me know if you do. If you need to get the special pans, I'll put some links down below for you guys. You know how to find these pans, and what else to tell you. Talk to you later. Bye. Okay.